Okay, I like this. Let's do this. I'm gonna try to be as quick as possible with every hero. I'm not gonna we're not gonna go on a tangent for like an hour about one hero or the other. First of all, Abrams. We'll just go right down the line. Nothing crazy. Abrams, he got nerfed pretty hard this last patch. Nothing too crazy. Honestly, has not been that much of a problem. The same. You kind of go like mostly Spirit on him now, and play around his healing. He heals a ton, but he seems kind of more like a rip-off Victor. That's what he seems to me. So if I were to rank him, he'd probably be like solid. He's still a great pick. He has good CC. He's tanky, decent damage, but he's mostly nerfed right now, and he's not like crazy to play against. Actually, he's more like middle. No, he's good. He's good. Still a really good character, but he's picked and played a lot less after this last patch. Apollo got hit again this patch. Not sure why. He's kind of just okay. And for people who think his ult is like mega broken, it's like good at one point in the game and then you just completely fall off. Like this character just falls off way too hard to ever be decent. And he falls off early too. He falls off like after 20 minutes. It's kind of bad. And he's like even just okay in lane. So I think Apollo's even lower than he was previously, which is kind of sad because I don't think he's that good of a character. But people think he does. People think he is. So I don't really know why. Bebop? Bebop's kind of hard to rank. I'm gonna give it a buck. Because like 2 patches ago, you talked to me about Bebop. He's like the strongest character in the game, or one of the strongest characters in the game, in my opinion. Now, we haven't had many changes. I feel like we have a lot of changes to items, and a lot of heroes have been changed. Where I feel like Bebop is still strong, but since all the other heroes are stronger, he's not as strong because of that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think he's solid. I don't think he's meta. I think he's just kind of around the same place as Abrams right now, where he's not like an insane busted pick, but if you get the right player on him, he's going to dominate the game, get great picks, and yeah, I mean, yeah, that's Bebop. I think if you go the fucking crazy heal builds, but like, then again, if people build against you and counterplay you, you're not going to be that strong, so Bebop's okay. He's solid, not okay, he's solid. Billy. We've had a discussion about Billy where he kind of just feels like a harder Abrams. Everybody says the same thing about him. Really fun character. I think he's better than Abrams, but only in the right hands. Like, I feel like if you just find someone who's mashing their keyboard in this character, he's not that good, but I mean, I'd put him as meta. So I will say, like, no one plays this character, which is weird. I swear I've played, like, however many games in a row, and I just, like, no one plays this character for some reason in, like, Ascendant 6. Why? It fucking beats me, man. But as far as I'm concerned, I have not seen anybody's played. He's still great. I think he was hit this last patch. Just a lot of CC. He's strong. He's decent. Tanks a lot. I'd say Abrams is a better frontliner, but Billy has a lot more damage, and I think more team play potential than Abrams does, and more like solo potential too. Billy's just more of like a I can do this on my own type character than Abrams is. Calico. Okay, most people will put this character in broken, but I'm gonna put her. She's pretty broken. My issue with Calico is if you don't snowball on this character, like this is like Calico is like glass cannon snowball. If you don't snowball on this character, she really isn't broken. I've had multiple games where I play with or against the Calico where she will not snowball early game and she just becomes nothing. She's just useless the rest of the game. So I think the character is broken when she snowballs, but without that key factor of actually being able to hit your 2 procs and get the souls and being able to just snowball and get more farm and kill a ton of people early to mid game, otherwise without that you're not a character, kind of. But you're still really strong. Like if you weren't a character, you'd be like down here, but you are a character still. You just aren't broken, I think is my point. Calico's really good. Do I think she's broken? No. Probably a hot take, but I don't think she's broken. I think there are plenty of other characters that can fuck with her, I'm not going to lie. And there are items that counter her very easily. I think she kind of has like the Mina effect, where she's really hard to kill, but she like feels inherently broken because she can like one-shot you. Celeste. Okay. Can I be honest? This character's still broken. I think she's still broken as fuck. Maybe I'm wrong, but like, I cannot tell you the number of instances where like I either try to call up a mid-boss fight or try to call up a fight and call Celeste ult, and like, yeah, you can just like social distance, but like, it's not easy when you guys are already dogpiling on someone. You know what I mean? Like basically, this character's broken unless you have really good team comms. And when do you have good team comms? Not very often. So like, inherently the character is just broken. It's just really good. She has insane damage. She doesn't die. She's like Billy on steroids. And I fucking hate it. She's still like that. It's still very hard to play against her. She's probably bottom of S+, but she's still really good. Even after what they did to her. So yeah. Doorman. I think I'm gonna rank Doorman higher. For sure. Her suppress is annoying. It is, yes. Doorman, people were putting this character in like S+. I don't think he's an S+ character. They did nerf him a little bit, like in the little hotfix patch that they did. But I'm putting him in A. I think he's solid. I might even put him lower than that. Doorman's good, but he's not good. He's great. He's pretty solid. But like in the wrong hands, man, this character sucks ass. Like, I think they gave him, I think Doorman got what he needed, but I don't think, like, he got a good substantial buff, but I don't think he's by means, like, broken or, like, I've never had a problem with this character in my life. Not until, like, until release, when he was released back then, you know what I mean? I just don't see Doorman's winning lobby. Like, you can't pick Doorman and, like, carry a lobby, ever. That just never happens. You're never gonna do that. Have you ever seen this character get picked and, like, carry a lobby fully and be like unkillable and do like, you know what I mean? Like, you'll never see Doorman do what these characters can do, you know what I mean? Ever. And I think Doorman will always be that way, which is fine. Let's be honest. I will say I had one Doorman game where it did feel like he was carrying, or it did feel like he was getting really good doors, but it's because he had like 500 hours on Doorman, could door anytime he wanted and get people in spawn and just kill them, and knew exactly what he was doing. But that was like a 1 in a million game. I never saw that guy ever again. Like, these you don't see it, right? And I think Doorman literally has probably one of the highest skill ceilings in the game. Whereas if you get a really good Doorman player, he can possibly dominate the game. But you have like one of those out of every 100,000 players. Like, it's, or not 100,000, every 1,000 players, you know what I mean? So like, it's not happening. And for that reason, he is A. Drifter's kind of in a weird spot right now. I don't know how to rank him. TBH. He feels kind of okay. I feel like you kind of just play him for his ult. His ult feels amazing, and it's very hard, very easy to shut down a fight. He just kind of feels, he doesn't feel like a carry necessarily, but more so like he's kind of just there. He feels like what Paradox is supposed to be. You know what I mean? But not like not a pick character. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. He doesn't feel like Paradox. He feels more like a Sinclair. Like he's there to ult and then kind of stand around and hit whoever anybody else is hitting. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's kind of just okay. I think last patch, I put him at S or even A, but I feel like I put him at A, bottom A probably, because his ult is like inherently his ult is one of the best ults in the game. I'm not even kidding. It is actually one of the best ults in the game. And it's kind of hard to read at first, but like you get ulted by him, you're like, okay, well guys, I can't see jack shit. And you're just kind of sitting there for a while. I was like, okay. Drifter seems like an ult bot to me. I literally saw Drifter go ult bot one game because he was doing so poorly, and it was actually pretty good. He actually cut a lot of value off of it. So like, I don't know. Drifter's whatever, man. Dynamo. Drink of water. Dynamo feels better and better the more, like... Dynamo just feels better and better the more I see people play him. Can I be honest? At the same time, though, if you can't hit ultimates on this hero, he's kind of just... He's horrible. He's an ult bot. That's the problem about Dynamo. Like, I'll play so many Dynamo games where he feels like he's the most broken character in the game, and then I'll like play another Dynamo game and he doesn't hit a single ult, and it's like, okay, this character sucks ass. Why am I playing against this? You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like if you have sentient people on your team, they'll know not to group up, like, really. And then Dynamo feels useless. But I feel like people don't think about it for some reason. Like, why did no one thinks about, oh, Dynamo has ults, guys, let's not just go do mid boss. You know what I mean? Like, the higher elo I get, obviously, the more people think about it, and like Dynamo feels like a much worse character. But like anything below Ascendant, this character is a demon. But otherwise, he's just middle of the pack. He's okay. He feels same as Drifter, where he just feels like you're playing to use your ults, and then that's it. Have fun playing the game. Graves. I'll be honest, guys. Character's kind of ass. This might be a hot take. I don't think it is, though. I can't remember the last time I've seen this character do anything. I'll tell you what she can do. She can, like, hear me out. Like, she can hold a wave. She can hold the lane pretty well. Okay. We have that. If you have a sentient team, you're probably not going to die to her ever. And like, I mean, dude, I've literally played games where I kind of just ignore this character and just run away from her. I'm not even kidding. I just like ignore her and just walk away. Because like, you know what you do when Graves ults 90% of the time? You just walk away and you're fine. That's all you have to do. You just run out of the fight. Okay. We disengaged, guys. Guys. Good job. I don't know. I feel like she's in a weird spot right now because Graves feels like you inherently need to build a lot of gun on her early game for her to be useful at all. But like, I feel like the inherent nature of the character, you want to build spirit, right? But like, you're in like a weird spot where like you have to build both, you know what I mean? Or I just like, I don't feel like that's what the character is supposed to do, but whatever. Dogwater character, sorry. Great Talon. I mean, solid. Oh, I put him solid. I don't think I'd put him higher than that. He's better than Doorman though. Great Talon's pretty damn good. I rarely see a bad Great Talon. I feel like the people who play Great Talon are pretty damn good at him. And it's really all about getting your spirit stacks. People who play Gun Talon, not horrible. I don't think Gun Talon is as bad as people say it is. And I generally like seeing Gun Talon a lot. I think it's kind of, no, what am I looking at? Like, I'm looking at these characters, and I'm like, there's no way Great Talon competes with these characters up here. He's solid. I changed my mind. Great damage, great burst damage. Ult can be strong if you get stacks on it, but otherwise, like, I feel like this character just, he relies on his ult stacks too much. Like, trust me, I've gotten, like, absolutely one shot by Great Talon before, but if he doesn't have his ult stacks, or if he doesn't have arrows, like, okay. Hi, Great Talon. Bye. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. Haze. Might be a hot take, guys. But this motherfucker is like top of S. I don't think she's quite broken. But Haze is like the best, not the best actually, one of the best pick characters in the game, and her ult build is really, really strong right now. Which is surprising. Because like, ult builds, when Haze was like a thing back in the day, like, oh, you just like, oh, just buy a metal skin, doesn't matter. Which, like, it's still technically the case. But, like, disregard her ult, she's still a really good character. She literally has Shadow Weave in her kit. She can run on her map. She has increased movement speed. She has a sleep. She has a one-shot combo. I mean, this character just, is nasty. And she can run lobbies if you know how to play her. I feel like what a lot of people do wrong, like, every single time I play with Haze, bro, they just play to scale. And it's like, what are you doing? I said this a lot, I think, in my last tier list. Like, you don't play this character to scale. You're a mid-game dominator, bro. Even in late game, when you guys are looking for a mid-boss contest, just look for picks. 90% of the time, you have a one-shot combo. You're super strong like that. Sleep, shoot, ult. They're dead. Like, what are they supposed to do? Unless they have metal skin, they're dead. Or like some sort of bullet resist, like plated. That's it. They're just dead. This character is really, really strong. And I think people just like underrate this character so much. And I think she's good in like every elo too. But I think people just don't play her right. I feel like that's a problem with a lot of the heroes too. People just don't know how to play the heroes. And Haze is one of those heroes. You don't build her to scale, especially if you have a scaler on your team. I think in the situation where you don't have a scaler on your team, you can build her to scale, but you're like you get really easily countered late game. So it's just nah. Holliday. I think this character's dog water. Like, I have not seen a Holliday be useful in a long time. I know I did complain about her, I think last patch, as silver, because she just like barreled me 3 times in a row and I couldn't do anything about it or move. But that's because it was in a lane. And I think Holliday is great in lane, don't get me wrong. Great hero in lane. But outside of lane, what do you see this character do at all? Let's say even in the situation where she hits a really good lasso, I'm pretty sure lasso duration's been like reduced now, so like you're not lassoed for that long. And that's if you like by duration, right? Stuff like this, like character's bad. I've never seen this character do anything except hit a couple barrels and run away. And never kill anything. She feels too like, don't get me wrong, she's fun as fuck to play, and I think she's great for burst damage, but she's just bad. She doesn't do much for a comp. She's arguably the worst pick character in the entire game. Like, I can go play Paradox and fucking one-shot people from across the map or just on top of them, and it's fine. You can't do that on this character. Infernus. What was the reason for Doorman ranking? I missed it. Rewatch the video. I'm gonna upload it later. Infernus. It's kind of hard to rank for me. Because I have people in EU saying this character is broken, but I don't think this character is broken. He's like middle of the pack for me. He's like okay. One of the weaker carries. Can carry a game, but it's highly unlikely. Your burn proc, it's really hard to hit, even if you have Ricochet. I feel like I'd rather play Mirage than Infernus right now. I think, maybe that's not true. Here's the thing, like, it's Infernus Mirage is like, it's kind of hit or miss, because like, you pick Infernus for really good mid-boss contest, and like, that's what you're good at. You can play fights really well. And then Mirage is like the macro king, like, you can't fuck with him on walkers. You're never going to lose a walker, right? You know what I mean? So like, and Mirage also applies his debuff way better than Infernus does. Not gonna lie. And Mirage also has way more damage on it now, I think, as well. Thing about Infernus is like, he does what he does very well. Great mid-boss contest. But he's kind of just okay. Again, I think some people think he's broken. I just don't. Like, I'll have an issue with him where like if he's shooting me for a good amount and I get in like burned, I'm like dying. Oh, like obviously, like if I buy Spear Resilience or just buy an item. And half the time, if I'm on silver, like, I'm not dying to an Infernus. Ever. Ever. I fuck that character, so I don't think he's whatever, honestly. Ivy, dude. This character's a terrorist. I don't really understand why. I haven't played enough games against Ivy, because no one plays the character. But character's ridiculous. Sorry for the long pause there. Character is just absolutely ridiculous. It's just stupid. Her ult cooldown's on like what? 40-second cooldown without CDR. It's like a full silence. Does a good chunk of damage. You can cast abilities in it. You can build pretty much anything you want on this. You can build Spirit. You can go Spirit. Gun is probably more favorable. You can build Gun. One-shot walkers. Great damage on mid-boss. Your ultimate's on like a 40-second cooldown, like I said. So you're basically always out of the fight. Like, bro, that's like the same. That's the same as fucking silver. Ivy has the same ultimate cooldown as silver. And Ivy can fly around the map. at like a gajillion speed. That's like if Mirage ult was on a 40-second cooldown. Does that sound right to you? And it silences, by the way. That's like if Mirage ult was on a 40-second cooldown and I had a silence somehow. It silenced everyone in the area that he teleported to. Like, yeah, no, this shit's stupid as fuck. It's disgusting. I know how many games I've played against Ivy. The one of the ones I have played with, how I just like perma see her flying around the map, just causing mayhem. Like, it's horrible. S plus broken. Kelvin. Trying to go quicker, guys. Kelvin, he's like alright. Okay, wait, I lied. He's like solid. I put him like top of A, actually. Kelvin feels really good right now. Like, pretty damn solid. I mean, if you have a team that plays around his dome properly, he feels really strong. Because his dome gives like a debuff to anybody in his dome now, which is just so crazy. But like, I will say though, if you don't have people playing around your dome, the character feels pretty eh. You know what I mean? Like, if you're playing solo around your dome, it's pretty hard to play the game. Kelvin feels like you need people to play with, otherwise it just doesn't work out. And I think you can kind of do that on your own, like play with your team more, but there is some sort of reliance on your team when you play this character. But if you do, he feels fucking disgusting. I can't tell you how many times I'm playing against a Kelvin where he's like running with 4 people, I get domed, and I'm dead. There's nothing I can do about it. You know what I mean? Like, this character feels like, just like, I mean, yeah, disgusting. Solid. Don't think he's broken. It's mostly dome, but it's always been dome. Great at mid-boss contest. Great at stalling objectives. Kelvin, everybody. I think he'll always be good because he has one of the best, like, stalls in the entire game for, like, mid-boss contests and stuff like that, so. Geist, I don't really know. I think Geist is still just one of the best late game carries in the game, so it's kind of hard to put her any lower than an S. Yeah, I mean, this character can just run late game all the time. Even like early mid game too, she can be really, really strong. I've had multiple games today where the Geist is just running the game, and I was like, oh, I have a Geist on my team. I can just let her carry the game, and we win. That's how I feel about Geist, is this character just kind of does that. I don't play a lot of Geist. I haven't played a lot of Geist in a long time, but yeah, this character can just kind of do that. Yeah. But honestly, it's kind of weird because I feel like Geist inherently doesn't feel or look strong, but she is strong, and she kind of just does shit. Lash! Can I be honest, guys? This character's like running my games. I don't really know why. I feel like Lash is very inherently easy to counter, but he always runs my games. Just Lash refresher ults. Like, I've played against so many good Lashes, and he's just him. I don't know. I'd probably put him above Billy, meta. He's still an amazing pick, bro. He's so strong. I'm surprised I don't play him more. But Lash feels really fucking good right now. And really annoying to play against, too. I mean, obviously, build curse, knockdown, like, character feels hard to play, but yeah, if you have the right team comp, I mean, it's disgusting, I'm not gonna lie. I can't tell how many times I'd be like, look to do mid-boss and be like, oh, is Lash ult? Is Lash up? Nope, can't do it. You know what I mean? Like, he's that character. Or is like, during an objective, you're like, you have to be wary of Lash, no matter what. Even though you like may have someone with knockdown or curse, the person with knockdown or curse has to inherently be like, okay, let me look up into the sky and click my button. It doesn't sound hard, but you'd be surprised how many players like don't do that. You know what I mean? So, yeah. McGinnis, yeah, guys. Can I be honest? Is she S plus? I've had less problems with McGinnis recently, but pretty sure the character's still broken. I'm gonna put her like, yeah, like S plus, like S, a little below Haze. She's great. Her ultimate's really good. She got a little bit of a nerf, I think, in the last like hotfix patch they did, so she's not crazy anymore. She doesn't feel crazy anymore after that like little nerf she got. So I mean, Listen, I think she's still really solid. Her fucking wall spawning like 2 or 3 turrets is disgusting. Hate it. Wall is still one of the best abilities in the game. I said this last year list. Amazing ability. Her ult's like 10 times better now. You can actually build spear on this character, which is, I feel like, what you're meant to do on the character is to be like a spirit carry. So I like that about her. But she is really strong. I don't think I'll put her above Calico, but she is kind of still in a weird spot though, because like, okay, do I play this game for? Stop fighting, guys. Cats just fucking started whacking each other. It's kind of like, okay, do I play this game for? Do I play this game? Do I play this character for like mid or late game? Right, like probably more of a mid game character, but she can scale really well. And this character with lightning scroll is like a demon. I swear to God, disgusting, disgusting. Hair in my mouth, bro. Mina, guys. I'll put her like there. Mina's still really good. Insane character. I'd maybe even put her top of S. I'm ranking her higher than I did previously because, like, the more I think about this character and the more I compare to other characters, she is just the only one of her craft. The only one of her craft. She is the only character in the game that can do what that character does. Say, I'm going to kill 2 people instantly and just be out of the fight, and you can't touch me. Like, that's just this character. It's so stupid. If you have debuff remover, you're unkillable. Sorry, bye. Like, it's... I'm not even kidding. Like, the only thing... actually, this is a good time to transition to this. The only thing that ever shuts down a Mina is Mo&Krill. The only thing that ever shuts down an Ivy or Celeste is Mo&Krill. The only thing that ever shuts down a Haze, Mo&Krill. Calico, Mo&Krill. You see where I'm going with this? You know who shuts down a Lash? Mo&Krill. Iffy with Lash because you can buy Unstop, but you get my point, right? Same with McGinnis, you can buy Unstop, but Mo&Krill is broken. Okay? And I put him like lower on the Zero Spillover, but obviously he got some substantial buffs, you know, after that. So, I mean, Mo&Krill, he can shut down any carry in the entire game. On top of that, he has great damage. It's not insane, but recently I've had multiple Mo&Krills just absolutely run a game. He's an amazing pick character. He's super tanky, has decent damage, has the best stun lock in the entire game. Okay. I mean, am I done? I think I'm done. Okay. Oh, yeah, Scorn. Don't even get me started on Scorn. That ability alone heals more than, like, some Victor games. That ability alone, by the way, is, like, almost stronger than Victor's entire kit. That makes sense, guys. So, like, I just... Mo&Krill's disgusting. I think I'd put him at the top of these 3. This character's a terrorist. Yeah. I'd put him in that order. Sure. No. Mirage. Okay, Mirage has the lowest win in the game right now. Lowest win rate in the game. Lowest win rate in the game. What does that mean, right? That means he has to inherently mean he's, like, somewhat bad, right? But here's the thing, guys. I've had multiple games where, like, I'm, like, 15 minutes in the game, silver, like, I'm peaked out, I'm strong as fuck. If I try to fight a Mirage, I lose every time. I can't 1v1 that character. Because he does 1200 damage with 1 proc of his mark. Why? Why is that? I almost feel like Mirage is more of a mid-game character now. He's not, actually, but... his mark is just insanity. Like, Mirage does... You can say Mirage does what Mina does a little better now. Because when he procs his mark, his max mark, he actually does like 1600 damage mid-game. This isn't even late game. He does like 1600 damage. It is fucking mental. And obviously, like, okay. Guys. Spellbreaker exists. You rush Spellbreaker, the character is useless. So it's kind of hard to say. You know what I mean? I feel like he can be really, really broken. I think that's why they gave him so much more damage on his mark early game, because you're not going to have Spellbreaker and it's not so easily counterable. But he is the best macro character in the game, so it's also hard to say. I'm going to put him middle of the pack, guys. My thing about Mirage is, like, did this happen to me twice now, where I just get one shot by him, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, I actually believe you can't fight this character one-on-one until, like, 20 minutes and you have Spellbreaker. That's what I feel about Mirage. It's happened more than twice. I can't tell you how many times I've like tried to kill a Mirage. I get full stacked and I die half HP. Just one shot, dead. Gone, like the wind. And that feeling, that kind of sucks. I don't like the way that feels. Because at least on Mina, like you hit your proc on me, you still have to use your other abilities to actually be useful, you know what I mean? But then you buy Spellbreaker and he's useless. So like, I don't know. If you're this easily counterable, I feel like you're just kind of whatever. He's at least middle of the pack. He's not okay. He's middle of the pack. It kind of feels like these two characters as well, where I feel like inherently he's the best macro character in the game. He's really, really easily counterable, but he also has points in the game where he's strong. Did I not just list off Dynamo and Infernus as well? So like, yeah, okay. Paige. Paige, yeah. Actually, man. I mean, she's very easily punishable. I think she's the second best support in the game. But she's solid. I don't know. I think I'd put her bottom S. Paige has been feeling a lot better recently. Any good Paige will make sure you never get Mo&Krill ulted, or you never get Dynamo ulted. Paige can deal with characters like Mo&Krill, like Dynamo, like these terrorist characters that we talked about. She can deal with these characters and shut them down really well. That's what I like about Paige. The problem is, half the time, she's the target of these characters. And if she's the target of these characters, she will fall over 100% of the time. And it won't matter. So, like, I'm not going to put Paige... I kind of crazy that I'm even put Paige above Dynamo, but like it makes sense, right? Paige is a really good support. She's definitely a better support than Dynamo. Dynamo's more utility, but catch my drift, right? Better support than Kelvin, but she does fall over easier. And positioning is key on this character. I think if you don't have good positioning, it's bad. Then again, like you're already buying Divine Barrier, you're buying all these heal items. Like you're easy to kill, but you're not easy to kill. You know what I mean? And with good team play, like I remember like 1 or 2 games ago, I was playing Silver, jumping on Paige. Second I jumped on Paige, I had 5 people looking at me. Well, there you go. Character feels broken when that happens. Trust me. She's solid. I don't think she's meta. I think she's still a really good pick. I would put her top of A. I feel like everything I listed makes sense for top of A. I don't think she's quite meta. Paradox. Okay, this might be just because I had the worst game ever today against this character. But, I don't know, what I witnessed, I've never seen anything like this in Deadlock before. I think the only thing I've seen like this in Deadlock was like Prime Shiv. And that's it. Like the only character I've ever seen do something like this before was Prime Shiv. And this character is just an absolute terrorist pick character. Probably... No, I mean, she's broken as fuck. I'm sorry. Like, it's disgusting. I literally had a Paradox. Not my last game, the game before. Literally run around the game, able to one-shot literally anybody, no matter what items you buy. You could have Spellbreaker, you could have Spirit Resistance. It didn't matter. You would just get one-shot no matter what. You just run on the map. This was like after 20 minutes, you just get one-shot. You didn't have a choice. He had like Shadow Weave. He'd go invisible and just one-shot you. It was like Haze on steroids. And on top of that, he had max ult, so he could just swap like 3 or 4 people at once and kill all of them in like an instant. And you could never fight mid-boss because he could automatically contest mid-boss with bomb, and it didn't matter. Because you take like 2,000 damage from double bomb. Unplayable. And it's not like I can sit there and tank the double bomb. I can't do... There's fucking nothing you can do about it. There's not a single item you can buy. The only item you can buy to actually deal with it is like maybe Unstop or like E-Shift. That's it. And if you don't buy that item, you're dead no matter what. Oh, wow, how fun. I'd argue right now that like Paradox even almost feels more broken than Wraith. I can't believe I said that. But after that game, I actually think that's true. Maybe not quite, but I don't know. I don't know there was fucking smoking over there at Valve when they decided to give Paradox what she is like. I'd say she's like 10 times stronger than what she was at her peak. Is insane. Maybe not 10 times, maybe like 5 times. But you get my point. It is disgusting. I don't like this character. I didn't think Paradox was that bad. I really didn't at the beginning of the patch. And then I played against her, and I was like, okay, this character is a serious problem. I was worried about it, but I didn't think it'd be this bad. This is bad. Paradox is a demon. She is a terrorist on the Rift. If you don't have her or Wraith as a permaban, you're not playing the game correctly. I'm sorry. And let me just okay, let me put this out there, right? First of all, finish off on Paradox. You have to go a certain builds for it to work. To be clear, if you go all like the top build, all the top daily builds for Paradox, all that fucking dog shit, you're gonna feel pretty okay. You'll probably be like an S maybe. But if you go the build, okay, you're going to run the game. It's like Calico on steroids at her prime. So yeah, no. Pocket, guys, let's be honest, he's kind of broken. I was debating putting Pocket at like top of S, but Pocket feels pretty good. I'd probably put him bottom S plus. And it's simple because, like, when have you seen a Pocket game not have the most damage in the game? I guess you could say the same thing for 7, but, like, 7's a lot more easily counterable than Pocket is. Is 7 broken? I think I'd put him at meta, actually. I think I'm going to put him, like, top S. Probably, like, below Mina. Because, like, Pocket's kind of in that spot where, like, if you buy Counterspell, the character just falls apart, right? What are you supposed to do against, like, Spellbreaker? You know what I mean? Pocket is easily counterable, unlike these top broken characters. You can counter Pocket if you're good at the video game. And that's just true, now that I'm thinking about it. Because I can't tell you the number of high-elo games I've played where, like, okay, I feel like I'm doing a lot, but then they buy Counterspell. Spellbreaker. You know what I mean? Like, these items that make it a lot harder for you to play Pocket. So I think Pocket's... I think this is a good spot for Pocket. I'm not even kidding. I think it's a good spot. His ult does feel really good. Obviously, like, if you hit your ult, it's fucking broken. Nobody can heal. But, like, Counterspell exists. So, like, I feel like in a universe where Counterspell exists, you know what I mean? So. Rem! I think I'd put her, like, him. In S. I don't think he's broken. Rem definitely feels, weirdly enough, better. Or not better, but more manageable. And I think it's because you can cancel his sleep. He's not unstopping his sleep anymore. Slightly better than Paige right now, and I think that's because he has a lot more survivability and he has still much better healing output. I think I put him... Well, listen, Rem isn't like super carrying my games anymore, so I don't think Rem's broken by any means, but he's still really, really good pick. And still much better than Paige because he has much better survivability. He has much better healing. He can pretty much make someone invulnerable if he wanted to, if he uses his abilities right. I think people still need to learn how to play him a little more, honestly. I think there's still a learning curve with that character, but still really solid character. I'm a little worried for when people actually do learn how to play him correctly, because he'll probably be the best character in the game. 7. Honestly, has always been a really hard character to rank for me. If you asked me 2 patches ago, before the big patch, where I would rank 7, I probably would have put him pretty low. But the thing is, he was dominating. So it's 7. Listen, man. In my games recently, this character has like mostly taken over, but he is counterable. And he also has the best area denial in the game, though. He has the best area denial in the game. I can't tell you how many times I've looked at enemy team comp and be like, we're pushing base. We look at 7 has ult. I'm calming that we have to watch out for 7 ult. Because he has unstop. And he gets it at least like 6 seconds of his ultimate, which is a lot. It's a lot more time than you think. It might not sound like a lot, but getting 6 seconds of 7 ult inside the base, I mean, like he's just, it's his base. You know what I mean? Like, you're not fucking with that. So, I mean, that plus like he has really solid damage. He's a decent late game carry. I mean, here's the thing though, like, I'd rather have any of these characters, I think, as a late game character besides Billy. So I think I'm going to put him like here. I almost think I might bring Billy down a peg, but I think that's because I haven't played many Billy games. I might put Billy down a peg. You know what I mean? I honestly would rather have a Lash than have a 7. I'm not even kidding. I'd rather have a Ram. I'd rather have a Geist. I'd rather have a McGinnis. I'd rather have these characters than a 7. So, Nah, I think we'll keep it like this. Keep it like this. I think Billy barely makes it to S. I think Billy barely makes it. Shiv. Okay. I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna admit it, guys. Shiv kind of stinks. I'm not gonna lie, this patch, I think he actually kind of stinks. Maybe people are like, oh, Josh, what changed? He's been S+ broken for like the last 500 tier lists you've ever done in your life. Well, I don't think necessarily that much about Shiv has been changed. I think he got, I can't remember what he got changed about him, to be honest. I know he did get changed a little bit. And if I were to say one thing about Shiv right now, it just feels like every other character, how about put middle of the pack? Every other character above this list can actually fuck with him pretty hard. I'm not kidding. Besides maybe some of the support characters. But like, all these characters in S+, for example, Shiv cannot deal with at all. He can't do anything into those characters. And like, yes, inherently Shiv is the tankiest character in the game and also does really solid damage, but he's been nerfed so many times now where I think actually he's pretty bad. Like, if I'm hitting Pocket All on Shiv, he's useless. Character, throw that in the trash. I can't see how many games I've had a Shiv now where I'm like, okay, this guy's going to carry the game. He's on Shiv. And then he does fucking nothing into any of these characters picked above. He could be the best Shiv in the game. The best in the game. And he will still do pretty poorly. At least in my recent games. Against these characters. Maybe not Abrams either. Like, Doorman just shuts him down. Great Talon puts him in the fucking dirt. Okay, Moody. That was unnecessary. Just got attacked. Yeah, no, Shiv. This is the lowest I've ever rated him. This could be a hot take bad, but I haven't had problems with Shiv recently. Like, I actually feel like I can, like, I can reasonably fight that character now, especially on silver. Really, I do. And he's rarely ever a problem. Like, you're not like, if I'm buying Curse, I'm buying all these counter items. Like, I'm not buying counter items for Shiv. I'm buying counter items for anything in S and S+. That's how it is. Like, I'd consider anything in S and S+, like, I need to buy a counter item for that character. And everything below that is, like, probably not. You know what I mean? Like, I look at these characters and I'm like, okay, we gotta buy something for this. We gotta buy something. Like, I have to move Billy down. I have to. I don't think Billy's solid. I don't think he's meta. I think I look at anything above S right now and be like, I have to buy a counter item for this character. I have to do something to shut them down. Something has to happen. That's what I look at. Thoughts? Silver? I played a lot of silver. We've played a lot of silver. I've made a lot of mistakes on silver. Okay. Done a lot of stupid things on the character. Have won a lot of games on silver. I think I lost my 2 games. I was on like a 10-game silver win streak. Not in a row, but like, for example, like my last 10 games on silver were all won. And then I just lost 2 recently. It's like, I feel like if I say this character is bad, I'm just wrong. But I also want to say that I feel like silver is very, very easily counterable. Unlike characters like in S+, for example, which you cannot do anything against, in my opinion. Silver, I mean, you can play against this character. I don't think she's broken. I think she's meta. I think she's still solid. But if I were to put her anywhere, like, I've played many fights as silver where I'm just losing to a 7. Or like a Lash just breaks my ankles. Or, I mean, a Geist. Actually, I don't think I've ever lost a Geist before, I'm going to be honest. I think recently I have because she got all of our resistances removed. But I think Silver's actually in a decent spot right now. I don't think she's broken. I think she barely makes meta. But if I look at any of these characters above her, I'd say that they mop her up. I'm not going to lie. Like, Silver, as a Silver main, I cannot interact with Mina at all. I can't interact with Pocket. I can't interact with Calico. You know what I mean? Like, this guy buys Lightning Scroll. I can't do anything about that. Like, oh, unstoppable. But, like, no, you can't interact with these characters. You know what I mean? Like, these are... There's not much I can do. Like, I can never kill... Like, can't kill a Rem unless he's out of his, you know, form. You know what I mean? Like, can't catch up to a Lash unless I have Phantom Strike. You know what I mean? Like, uninteractable characters. You know what I mean? And then, obviously, S+. So, I think I'm happy with this silver ranking. Don't think she's broken. Don't think she's bad. She's just pretty decent. She's barely meta. Okay. Sinclair. Solid. Listen, I've had this character banned for a long time, and it's because I just fucking hate him, and I think it's because I play silver, but, I mean, nah. This character is just really good. I'm sorry, he's good. He has to be good. Again, as silver, I can't interact with that character. There is no interaction to be done when I'm playing against a Sinclair. I don't think he's better than 7 or the rest of these characters, but yeah, there's no interaction. I fucking hate that character. Hate him. Hate him, hate him. Yeah, I can have, like, I mean, dude, Sinclair, like, here's the thing. Like, you could literally copy ultimates, man. If you're up against any of these S+ broken characters, you have that ultimate. You have that ultimate at your disposal. So you're broken as well, right? You know what I mean? Like, Sinclair is just automatically better because of the characters you play against, you know what I mean? Like, if I was against a team of, like, any of these 6 characters, then Sinclair would be bad. But otherwise, he's mostly good most of the time. I need to finish this up. Venator, this might be a hot take, but he's S+. Character's kind of broken right now. Character's really good. He's easily the strongest gun carry in the entire game that has ever been released before. There's never been a gun carrier stronger than Venator. I've had like a good amount of bullet resist trying to fight this guy, and he just fucking does half my HP with his consecrated grenade, pulls out his fucking AR-15, just fucking blows my ass off. That's what I've had happen before. Absolute demon. And the melee build is actually still viable. So yeah. And I mean, he fucking mops the floor with these characters. Can I be honest? Keep your distance. Good movement. I've seen plenty of Venators with good movements who just absolutely dominate the game. I think it's also sad because if you suck at the game and can't play the game, and Venator will feel like a fucking dog water character, but I promise you, he's S+. He's fucking amazing. I think he's bottom S+, but he barely makes that tier, I think. Character is really fucking good, and the best. He's one of the best carries in the game. Like, if I were to have a carry, I want fucking Venator. Okay, I want Venator as my carry. Please. You could say he's very easily countered, yes, but like, disarming X. Okay, now I shoot you into a wall, and then I melee you and do half your HP. Goodbye. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, no. Victor's a lot better, I feel. I think he was running some games, but the problem is like he's still just whatever. He's the easiest character to counter in the entire game. This is the problem. Any amount of heal cut is just, it's the easiest thing to buy. It's the easiest thing to counter. Like, I never had a problem with this character. You know what I do when I see a Victor on the enemy team? I'm like, you know what, I counter my teammates? Guys, make sure this Victor can't farm, and he's the most useless character in the video game. If you don't farm on the character, you're already useless as fuck. But if you have any counter items bought against you, good luck. Good luck playing the game, man. I played against multiple Victors where they're actually pretty good at the game, but they just can't win because their character's dog shit. Sorry. Vindicta, much better of a character now. I'd actually put her pretty high. I don't think she's quite meta, but she is feeling pretty fucking good. I'd put her pretty close. I'd put her above Billy, I think. I actually really like Vindicta. She feels really good. I like the changes they made with her. Feels very strong. W character. I don't think she's broken by any means. I don't think she's broken. I don't think she's even necessarily meta, but she's a really solid pick. And I don't think you can go wrong with her anymore. I think you still need to have like a brain when playing her, but other than that, man, you just dispel magic. I'm in there, man, you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to get touched. I think I had a crash out moment where, I think last stream I had a crash out moment where I like said this character was the worst character in the game. Because I was playing Street Brawl and I didn't roll Dispel Magic. But I think if you have Dispel Magic or like Unstop or just these items, you're a really good character. I think you do rely on an item somewhat, but Dispel Magic isn't hard to buy, and I think she's pretty good. I think the only inherent thing is like you can seem to get focused a lot, but that's because she's like in the air 20% of the time or 99% of the time, right? Or that just you can play a little differently and then you feel stronger, right? So Goo Guy, I'm gonna be honest, man. This guy is like okay. I'd even almost put him in dog water. He's okay. I don't really have much to say. I mean, again, really easy character to counter. Parry on that. He doesn't really do much damage anymore. He has a really good escape tool, I guess. What else do I have to say about this character? It's kind of just, whatever, man. It's a viable character, don't get me wrong. Like, this C tier is supposed to be like, okay, you can play this character, but otherwise, like, that's whatever, man. It is so whatever. Vyper, honestly, after this patch, Vyper didn't get changed at all, and no one plays the character. I can't remember. I can't tell you my last time I played against a Vyper. So I think I'm inclined to just put her in like middle of the pack. Oh, I put her A actually. I think she's pretty solid, but again, kind of a really easily counterable hero. Oh, middle of the pack. Yeah, just easily counterable hero. Falls in the same category as like these guys. I think I'll put her at the top of this though, because she's okay. She's decent. And she's very viable still. Good character. But again, very easily counterable. Like if I have a Vyper that's going off in my game and I need to deal with her, I mean, there's a plethora of items I can buy to deal with her. And not be a problem, so. Warden, okay, I feel like this character is incredibly overtuned. Can I be honest? Like even more overtuned than Billy at this point. I don't think he's broken, but he's really, really good. I feel bad putting her above silver, but putting him above silver. But I mean, let's be honest, he's pretty damn good. I think his abilities are just way too overtuned. For the amount of gun damage that he has and the amount of late game potential that he has, his abilities are way too overtuned and do way too much bullshit. I mean, his 3 literally silences you if he just casts it on you. I think it's so stupid. That damn flask, yeah, too. Like, why does it remove 1 stamina? It's on like a 6-second cooldown. It's just like, it's like stupid things, you know what I mean? I feel like the character just needs a rework because he just feels wonky as fuck. You cast your ultimate and you don't even feel strong half the time. It's weird. Like, it's just he's a weird character because he is inherently strong because of the way his ability upgrades work. And he also does a lot of gun damage, but his ultimate's dog shit. And like, it's just a weird character. I don't like it. And he just feels strong because of the inherent strong nature of his abilities. And they're overtuned. So yeah, I don't. What I was saying there was kind of, I mixed up some things about like how I don't like his ultimate. His ultimate does feel weak. The rest of his kit is way too overtuned. Way too overtuned. It's just, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's easy to counter, you could say. I guess Dispel. I mean, inherently, the character is not that hard to counter, I guess. Maybe I'll put him lower, actually. I think I lied about this. I think I lied about this take. He's just overtuned. Even though I'd say he's easily counterable, his abilities do stupid shit. His flash should be on a 6-second cooldown. If it removes stamina. That shit's stupid as fuck. I'm going to move him down a peg. I'm going to move him to like A, solid. I'll probably put him like there. I'm happy with that ranking. I got a little ahead of myself there. Yamato. W, yeah. I like that spot for. I just had to like. I got a little like emotional there. Like I just gotta think about it a little more there. But Yamato, actual S. I'd put Yamato like This character just doesn't die, bro. Every time I see this character pop her ultimate, she just becomes like Thanos. I'd probably put her like here. I think I'd still rather have pretty much any of these characters above her. Probably above Rem. Like, Geist still much better like in carry. Same with McGinnis. Calico is just the best snowball in the game. Pocket, Mina, Haze. Yeah, I like that. Stop licking that, bro. Ew. Started licking the top of a ketchup bottle. Yeah, Yamato's just pretty solid. Great mid-boss contest. Pops her ultimate. She's basically Thanos. Can't die. Great gap close. I mean, she has a lot. She has a lot of tools that make her really strong. So that's why she's meta. I think as long as she keeps her current kit, she'll always be meta. She'll always be a good character because that's just the inherence of her kit. Wraith, guys, the real terrorist. I decided putting this, like, I was thinking about putting this character below Paradox and who to put higher, but no, she's the best character in the game. It's not even close. Even after her like small fix updates, she is the best character in the game, hands down. I can't tell you the number of times where I've either had a Wraith on my team, Wraith on enemy team, and we like think about defending a walker or playing mid boss or you know what, doing anything of the sort, and Wraith just absolutely one-shots walkers. It's not even close. She like will put the walker in the ground within 5 seconds. Mid boss, I mean, the team can go jack off, do whatever they want, and she can solo mid boss in like 2 seconds. There you go, it's hers. I mean, the character's stupid as fuck, and I didn't even touch the ceiling of this character's potential. Like, she can one-shot anybody off rip, heal to full HP after the one-shot, has the best escape tool in the entire game, or one of the best escape tools in the entire game, and has infinite ammo. So, I mean, guys, do I have to say anymore? Broken character. Yeah, that's it for the tier list, boys. I think this is our finished tier list. I'm pretty happy with this. Do I want to move anything else? No, I think I'm pretty happy with this. Vyper seems like she's in a weird spot, but I think I'm content with that. Dogwater characters, sorry, you're Dogwater ass. Thoughts on this tier list? I'm pretty hungry, so I'm probably gonna leave pretty soon here. W list, thanks. I think this is pretty good. Venator might be a hot take, but trust me, guys, that character is a terrorist. Maybe not as much a terrorist, but he's the best carry in the game next to Wraith. Wraith is the best gun spirit carry in the game. Venator is the second best carry in the entire game. It is not even close. Like, if I were to have a carry on my team, it's Wraith or Venator. Hands down. Or maybe Celeste. I mean, Celeste, I guess. Actually, I might even put Celeste a peg below him.